Shit. I've been muted since. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Timmy, good morning. Trust you slept well. So, without knowing that I was muted, everything I'm going to be doing today, we're going to be doing it fast because officially work has started. So, for those that have 95 jobs and everything, people that are still on commute, as I am talking, we're going to make everything very fast so everybody can go on with their day. So, without further ado, we are going back to our pairs. Nothing added, nothing removed, just the same pair as it should be. Just the same pair as it should be. Why is this one misbehaving? Just the same pair as it should be. What's happening to trading view this morning? Okay, I'm still waiting so that even when other people join, they will not join when I've already started. Like I said, I'll be dropping the link 10 minutes before time so that once the link drops, you're already in. You don't have to give another 10 minutes to wait for people and all that and all that. So that said, so let's get into it. So last week on USDJPY, I said that once price breaks above here and comes back here, we are buying. But right now, the guy broke and came back and took out the slow. So it means that we're selling. So if you are on the live right now, you should be on the sell. If you are on the live right now, you should be on the sell. This is a cue to be on the sell. Though it's already moved. It's already moved. So I'll go to 1 hour time frame and look for a better point of entry for you. And it is still at this point. They're still at this point. So what are you gonna do? This is dicey. Taking the sell from here has covered all this one for free. So what we're going to do is simple. Let me go back 4 hours. For us to be on the safer side, we're going to swing it. We're going to swing it. But the swinging should be from this point. So just hope that price comes back. Hope that price comes back. I don't believe I want to put the stop loss here, but for the fact it's a swing trade, I want to keep it 2 on the invalidation zone itself, on the invalidation zone proper. So if he takes out this high, takes out this one, so which means he's invalidating it totally. Totally. So the take profit is usual 3R here, and then the other one is then 5. But to be decent, 3R, we're starting with this. So this is my first call for the week on USD card. USD card. I'll talk about the news events once we are done the analysis because a lot of things are happening in the world of Trump. A lot of things is happening in the world of Trump, Israel, and Iran. So you don't have to trade outside these things. You don't have to make your decisions based on purely technicals. Yes, technicals help you for direction and everything, but now you have to incorporate Trump in everything you're doing. because he can wake up and mess up all your sweet analysis. And that shouldn't be the place you want to be. I'm trying to go send this straight for my entry group people. Don't forget, say you should be on the open group. So that is that you should remember to throw away risk management. Yeah, don't even risk anything. Just go all in. Once you see analysis like this, go all in. Enter, put all your money inside. We die once, yeah. So don't die early. Yes, we die once, but don't try to die early. So you can put all your eggs in one basket. When you blow your account, come back and tell counselor. We'll do something about it. So if you like, don't get my joke. Go and risk everything you want to set up. I've dedicated my time every day to be talking about risk management, risk management, risk management. So if at some point you forget yourself and want to splurge, you are in ShopRite, you want to spend money, you are in Market Square, you want to spend money. When you remember the amount of money that is flowing in this market, you're not meant to be making decisions based off what you feel, based off what you think. It's not what you think that is going to make you money. It is when you're right in it is when you're right on the right side of the market. So, like I said last week, I want to start selling USD, GBP USD from here, but I ain't gonna do that. I want it to break out from this place and then we start buying. So anybody trying to sell here is just positioning himself for slaughter. Because of course this guy has broken this one, trying to break this one. Of course it's bullish. So I'm not going to make any rash decision right now. But there's an imbalance that is here. But if you look closely, the imbalance has been closed because these guys have touched. So you're looking to buy from any of these regions, but you don't just buy because it tapped here and then it's running. No, the result is called the GAN box. You can use the GAN box to take 50% of this region from this place to this place here. So make sure that the price comes into the 50% zone. It should come to 50% zone, and then you can now ride. Come 50% zone, so you can now ride. But then you're not riding blindly. You're not riding blindly. So once price mitigates this place, wait for a rejection. For example, I've told you severally how to enter on confirmations with candlesticks and everything. So it's no longer a new thing to you. So once price comes into this region, wait for that rejection and then you go. Because I'm not going to set this thing like this and then leave it because all this place can be liquidity. So if price blows past this place, you can't just say counselor said you should do this, you should do that, just enter blindly. No, that is why I cannot set this thing for you like this. Because some of you, your ear is for ornament, it's not for listening. I'm trying to be cocky right now, I'm not trying to insult anybody. So for GBP USD, I want price to come back here and then continue to the upside. And where are we going to the upside? It is like cycle is cycle. Cycle is cycle. Once this cycle has been broken, where again is it going to? It's going to this place. But remember, it will not just go there straight. Like when this one broke, this lows and then this lows and came back here and mitigated this one and came back to this place, took this one out. As it took it out, it came back again and then broke again, came back again, broke again, came back again, broke again, and then came back again and refused to break. And now this is a rejection. So in as much as we're taking two losses trying to sell, we can't just bend our bias trying to force sell, knowing that the character have changed. The price delivery has changed. So follow the trend and follow it where it's going to. Don't just say I must buy, I must sell, I must sell. No, follow the trend. As I say, the trend is changing. So why not just change with it? Simple. So we're changing with it as it should be. So that is the bias for this week on GBP USD by bias. So the third one for the week is we are three on the live, and I'm expected to be seeing at least 3 likes on this video. Three. Once you enter the live, like the video, you can share if you have any audience from your end, but that is your choice. But at least once you join, kindly like. So good morning, Vincent. Good morning. You joined a bit late, but then welcome. So the third one today on the watch list is GBP NZD. Like I said the other time, I don't like this pair, and I think it's the right time we remove it now. What do you guys think? To me, you've seen how the guy is doing for the like before we got 3R here, it took us almost 1 month. So I think we should remove this pair from our watch list. I don't make unanimous decisions, so I don't make decisions based off only me. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are we removing it or replacing it with something else? But I don't know the things we're going to replace it with. Yes. So someone else, Timmy has already voted. We're removing it because I don't like the guy, to be honest. The guy is so slow. So bye. Bye for good. So now we have 4 setups. We have 4 setups. So USD card, USDJPY card goes well. Like the direction is this. And look at price action now. Look at price action. Look at price action. It goes well. If he's buying, he's buying. If he's selling, it's look at it. Look at price action. Look at price action. Look at price action. When he's ranging, you will know. When he's buying, you will know. When he's selling, look at price action. So look for pairs that respect price action. At least. Because you're not trying to be a witch to yourself or to be a wizard to yourself. If that particular pair is not giving you what you want, it's simple as delete. It's not hard. Look at the picky here. Delete. Look at it. Press it out. Because trying to force what is not working is what is keeping a lot of us on the hole for a very long time. Trying to force what is not working. So for USD JPY, it is dicey because right now this guy is ranging. This guy is ranging right now. Yes, the range is giving bullish range because there's let me remove this one first. Jesus. The range is giving proud range. Like the range is proud because from this place is a break of structure, yes, liquidity here, and then POI give us 3R, took out everything that happened there, tap on this extreme, and then did it break structure again? No, just gave a bullish momentum, come back again, validate from here, and then we took our entry from this point, and then boom, clear the structure. Of course, it's bullish right now from this one that it cleared. It's bullish from this angle. But at the end of the day, from that top now, trying to make lower high and then break this low, this high created, it did not break the high. What did it now do? It stopped somewhere here and broke this low. So now it is forming accumulation. It is forming accumulation. Of course, like I said, had even it tapped this place, what is in that place I'm even talking about every time? Had even it taps that place, then we know that, okay, look at it. There is a very good supply zone here. Had even price tapped it. Yes, of course, it tapped it because the one that has, like I said, I don't rate, what is it called? I don't rate these things. I don't rate weeks. If you want to tap from the body, let's know you entered. But from this week, you can see that it tapped. Are you seeing it? From the week, you can see that it tapped. But if you remove this week and go to timeline chart, this is where it's supposed to be. Are you seeing the difference between what I'm saying? So there's a line chart, there is the volume chart, the normal candlesticks. So using a line chart, it didn't touch, it didn't day, it didn't day. But using the normal candlesticks, it touched. So that touching, does it mean that now we are now selling? Of course, from that touching, it touched, dumped, came back for confirmation and dumped. But now it's back up again. So what do we do? I can't categorically say anything right now. Why is that? Because for me, it didn't touch where I wanted to touch. So for me to start selling, price must come at least into 50% of this guy, which is from here to here. So that's my own Kini. That's my own move. So you should come, enter this place and reject from here, and then we'll dump. That's simple key levels. That is simple key levels. So I'm sending that out immediately. USD, JPY, sell, buyers. And finally, we have the GBP card. Someone is coming in and leaving. Who is that person coming in and leaving? What's wrong with your network? Let's replace it with USD JPY. This shows that you're on the live or you're not on the live. This shows that you're on the live or you're not on the live. Our watch list has been this since last year, and USD JPY is part of it. So we have, of course, we have trending currencies, the major ones, and then small currencies inside. I made it 5, but for everybody, the reason why I made it 5, probably you're not there at the time, is because we oftentimes push our watch list to be like a reflection of ourselves. What do I mean by a reflection of ourselves? We are into so many things, we are doing so many things, and we're asking ourselves, we're asking God, we're asking everything that we serve, why is this thing not working for me? Why is this thing not working for me? But you've not paid attention to fewer things at the same time. You're doing so many things, you're scattered abroad. You cannot be trading USD card and you are trading GBP USD, and are trading USD card, and are trading JPY, you are trading gold. You are everywhere as not even a newbie trader, as an intermediate trader. You know the market already, you know it. But for you to be consistently profitable, you have to narrow down what you do to a fewer things. That's why I like Happy Forex. That's why I like Jeffrey Benson. That's why I like Ohaji. That's why I like who again? Just these few people. When you call Jeffrey Benson, you know him. He's comfortable with your GBP USD. He's now trying to enter gold and do all those. But at the time when you know Jeffrey Benson for the first time, it's GBP USD. When you hear about Happy Forex, it's gold. When you hear about Ohaji, till date, when you hear about Ohaji, it's gold, it's BTC, it's silver. When you hear about Tony Ike, it's gold, it's GBP JPY, and BTC. So you should be known with something. Why is that necessary? Because if you wake me from the sleep, if you wake me, people that watch my status know that when the market opened around 12 a.m., I bought gold. I dropped it on the WhatsApp for them. Around 2 a.m., I've already done 1 hour. This morning, I've already done 2 hours. I already closed it. I've already closed it. So I know the price action. I don't need to go to the chart to know, but I cannot tell you that I know what JPY, what USD JPY is doing until I come to look at it. I don't tell you I know what GBP USD is doing until I come to look at it. I don't tell you that I know what USD this one is doing because it is in my personal watch list. I can't tell you what JPB card is doing because it's not in my watch list until I look at it. So knowing what you're doing, the more you are refining yourself, the more you're reducing what you are looking at. Look at all the profitable traders. Okay, let me not say profitable trader because when I say profitable, let's say people who don't get money means they're not profitable. No, good traders don't have the capital to finance their ministry yet. But people that are profitably trading right now, people that we know on the social media space, or let me call them social media traders, that they have money. You know them with particular pairs. You know them trading. They don't trade every day. Like the person I love so much, Kevin Talent. Last week, how many trades did he take? Is it this month? How many trades has he taken? Just one. Just one. But last week, Counselor took 5 trades and I'm up 7R. Kevin Talent took only one trade and it's up 2R, I'll be 2.5R. But his 2.5R is more than my 7R because I'm using profit. I'm risking 1,000, I'm risking 1%. But he's trading his personal account, he's risking $20,000. So his 2R is 20,000, he's 40,000. His 2.5R is 60,000, he's 50,000. So for me to make 50,000, I have to make 60R, 60R on a prop firm, meaning 1,000 times 60, that's $60,000. They remove their own 20% and back to 40. So are you seeing the difference? So the more money you have, the more you reduce what you're looking out for. The only people that have their watch list filled up and looking at every day are people who don't really get money. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never lied to you on this call. I never lied to you on this channel. I've never used words to appease you on this channel. I will never do that. This channel is built on what is really happening in the trading space and nobody will tell you for free. So reduce your watch list. Reduce what I've used many scenarios to paint it. How many wives can you marry? How many wives can you manage? Yes, do not get married to many of them, but how many are they managing well? And the main reason why they're doing it is because first off, they have the ones that went to school, of course, they have money, they have the ability to do it. So how much do you have to spreading your tentacles around every pair, trying to catch a trade? So there's no need for all those long talks. So like I said, if you see what is happening currently on USD JPY, because we've not gotten to where we want to get, look at something that happened here. At this point, it is trying to break. It broke it, this one, but it started accumulating. After the accumulation, it didn't even come back to tap me here. It just left like that. So I don't have to start chasing it. That's why I have to leave it. So now, where next am I looking at to buy from? There's another thing here. The breaker block. The breaker block is also inside a fair value gap. Are you seeing why I say that? I don't just trade fair value gap because what I think. I don't just do it. Even that fair value gap I've already tapped and then it's moving. But I don't care. I don't care. So what I'm expecting price to do is to come back. This is my liquidity now. Clear liquidity. Clear liquidity. This is my break of structure, double break of structure to be even precise. This one, this one. So there is no way in hell that this guy comes back and then takes us out. It's not going to happen. For me to be because I'm not going to come here again till Friday, the main SL should be somewhere here because the trade we took is from this breaker block, so it should be here. But to be fair, and because I'm not going to come here again, I'm going to put the stop loss here. If we validated this zone, then it's selling. There's no way you're going to tell me that it's not selling. So I'm moving this. This is where I'm expecting price to sell from. I'm leaving all these things here for our journals. So at the end of the year, we'll go through all trades we've taken and know how much we made. Oh shit, though that I've removed the pair, that nonsense pair. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For the fact that I've removed one pair, it's already out for good. So at the end of the year, while we're doing our last live, I don't close sessions actually. I don't close sessions. I do it all year round. So we can talk about any other thing, but not trading, of course. At the end of the year, we'll now do the maths from when the year started and where we stopped. Like this is January. This is January. So the one of last year has been cleared. So So this is January price time action. So everything, all the trade we took on this channel, they are all here. I'm leaving all of them here. By the end of the year, we'll come analyze it and then know how much you made for the year. And then ask your question, which my bigger question for the year. All this RR that we packed this year, how much were you able to make? That's my question. So the trades are not here for you to just look at it. If you don't have the money, you can be learning from it, but I'm not sure you're going to be using the whole year to just be learning. So at some point, you put your money where your mouth is and then make good of it. So it is 12. It is already 8:30. Are you following what I'm saying? If you're following me, kindly drop 111 on the chat. If you're understanding everything I've said so far, kindly drop 111 on the chat. So the last one is GBP card. I need to see those ones on the chat. If you're following me, thank you, Vincent. Obi Daniel, nice. So I'll drop that now, and then Timmy, of course. So I'll drop that now. And what's the pay again? GBP card. So once I drop this, we'll talk about the news that we'll be having for this week. GBP card by us. Great. So this is, we have this. We have this and really others. The only trade we have this week now running is just 2 trades. So Vincent is here, I'm seeing it. Timmy is here. Obi Daniel is here. With the news we have for the week. Like I said, I'm going to talk about what's happening on the Strait of Hormuz, what's happening in the US, what's happening in Iran, what's happening in Israel. So this thing is power play going on. And you can call Trump anything you want to call him, but everything he's doing is for the interest of his country. That is something that your president does not have the balls to do. So you can call him all you want, you can call him everything you care, but the point is he can be dumb to you, he can be stupid to you, he can be making nonsense decisions to you. The only part I don't really like is the part of killing people and bombing people and all that. But at the end of the day, what he's doing is for his country. Let me explain. The US produces crude oil, of course, but it is the light oil. So, and the Strait of Hormuz is a place where the heavy oils come from. The heavy oils where they can actually use to power heavy machines and for their industries and everything. And since the Israeli and Iran war started, US have already partnered with Israeli to fight Iran. And the only good player, the only good thing that the Iranian government holds is the Strait of Hormuz. What is the Strait of Hormuz? This is that tiny place where these trucks pass, where the ship that carries oil pass, and that place houses almost 30 to 20% of the world oil population. So that means everybody is interested in that strait. So, and all of us know Trump. We all know how do I call it? Is he his kind of person, his charisma? He can say anything. He can do anything. He's very, very he's just like Showore that can talk anything. Showore went to advice and told you people that Alex Otti is not doing anything, that he's doing selective development. So who can say that? Do you get what I'm saying now? It doesn't make him a bad person, but everything is just political with them. So when these things happened, the deal was simple. Iranian government wants the tariff to go down, want everything that they're doing to go down. They want their people to have a good life. They want them to, but then the US is not having that. Their own is open the street or we'll bomb your life. Open the street or we'll do this. The main target is on the street of Hormuz. Open this place. And you can see when they say someone is responsible for 30 to 20% of the supplies of this particular thing, what does that mean for that commodity? The demand will increase, the price will increase, people will start looking for it. That's when our fuel went from 1,000 to 1,400 to 1600 to almost 2K. And Nigerian factor is even different from it because there's no way this thing is going to just come down and already affecting us immediately. Because we don't buy every oil abroad. We have some here, but then they buy some. So not all of them. The problem is the movement of this oil from that Strait of Hormuz, which is blocked, which means they cannot pass. And to put it into perspective, for those ships that are passing, any oil that passes from that place takes approximately 18 to 30 days to get to its location. So the scarcity have not even started because this war has not lasted, maybe it's going to 1 month now. So the ones that have been dropped on the way now have gotten to their location. So this is when the main war will start. But yesterday, two ships from the Iranian government from the Israeli government, backing up by the US, passed the Strait of Hormuz last night, successfully passed. But the Iranian government told them that you gave us a ceasefire deal, and now you're trying to violate the ceasefire deal by passing the strait without telling us. And they said, if you try it again, from the 10-mile radius, we'll take any ship down. So how do you tell me that we are brokering a peace deal and then you are trying to pass the place again that I said you should not pass? Because why not? I'm the American government. I can go anywhere. I'm the world power, blah, blah, blah. And now, what did he now do? He now partnered with China. The worst thing that will happen to Trump government and the US is to try to fight China. China is not even minding you. Imagine the Israeli government bombed their railway station, bombed Iranian railway station just for them to stop moving their stuff outside. Someone that is petty. Like now, you go and bomb Onitsha Head Bridge or bomb Temelan Bridge. You know what bombing Temelan Bridge means? People will be stranded, legit stranded, because they cannot move. But guess what? The Iranian government built that railway back in 2 days. In 2 days, they built it back. So someone I follow was saying, if Iranian government can build a railway that was bombed, shattered to the ground in 2 days, China can do it in 10 minutes. China can do it in 10 minutes. So what did Trump do? Trump now went to China, made a deal with them that they will give them their own light oil in a cheaper rate, and then they will now go from Venezuela and take oil from China and avoid the Strait of Hormuz. Are you seeing how the game is being played? So all this thing is for one thing, oil. So now imagine what's happening in your own country. That there's oil, there's lithium, there's oil, there's tin oil, there's oil. Let's leave Nigeria for the moment, I beg. So let's go back to the news. I think now, if you hear about the war going on in Iran, the war going on between the US and the Iranian government and the Israelis, you can now contribute 1 cent, because I believe most of you do not just know the in-depth of the reason behind everything that's going on. Yes, people have talked about the Epstein class. That is because of it, because I don't know, make it make sense that all these things is not happening till the Epstein file leaked, and then suddenly there's a war. All these things are distractions. Nigerian government do it. Election will come, they'll start distracting you with tribal war, trying discrediting you with a lot of things just to impute something. It happens. So in the game of politics, they play dirty, even at the expense of human lives. So today is 13th of April, and every news we have here is low, medium news. I'm looking for the high impact news. The only high impact news we have is on Monday still. Okay, it's on euro. I don't trade euro, so I don't really care. And there is existing home sales around 3 o'clock New York session. I don't think this one have any power. But then just look out for it, and then don't make decisions at this time, especially if you're a prop trade trader. Tomorrow there's RBC. I don't really care. There's AUD news. I don't care. There is China news. I don't care. I'm looking out for only USD news. So Tuesday there is only one, two PPI. PPI is solid news. PPI is solid news. But lately, all these news don't hold share because Trump is just messing everything up. So, but for you to just know it in your head, New York sessions, the USD news comes New York sessions. There's no news you see that happens in the morning. It's New York sessions. And then FOMC that happen around 7 p.m. and 7:30. So on Wednesday, there is New York export price, Fed bar speak. This was the medium news. So Trump is not speaking. He's not even here, self. After all this news, go back to Trump channel, go back to White House and follow them because everything happening there comes out and at least it affects oil directly. So on Thursday, there is there's goods trade. This GBP is not USD. Okay. On Thursday we are jobless claims. This one is good. On Thursday, 13:30. That should be 1:30. So there's news from Monday. Just look out for New York sessions. Okay, there's nothing on Friday. Thank God. Nothing on Friday. So that is it for that. If you have any questions, you have few minutes to drop the question. It's already 8:43. I want to make sure I close this live by 9. By 9. If you have any question, kindly drop your questions on the chat. And also, if you got value from this live, kindly give me the value on the chat. And make sure you like and share and make sure you take the trades that we called. We're not just here to take, yes, unless you're here for learning, that works. If you're here for learning, that works. But you can't be learning for the whole year. At some point, start risking something, start putting money. So at the end of the day, you said, okay, I made 1 hour this month, I made 1% this month. That is money, and it is also free. So there's no question, there's no nothing. So I think we're going to end the live here. If you found value, like I said before, give me value on the chat, and make sure you like the video, you share so that people can still see it. So now we can have productive conversations about what is happening in the US between the Iran government and what a Strait of Hormuz is. It's not just I'm a trader, I'm a trader. If they ask you what's happening in oil, you don't know. So have decent conversations, talk about them because it's what you trade. You should know about them. I mean, so thank you, Vincent. And please, what is the White House news channel? If you go to X and type White House, you see it. Go to X, they have, or what is it called? They have Shibi is what's that thing? It's verified accounts, yes. The White House. There's POTUS, POTUS. There's Trump. Every news inside there, they move the same news and everything. And then I follow Fox. I watch the NBCs. I watch Arise Market Open. What's it called? The morning show. So you watch all these things so to arm yourself with decent knowledge about everything. So I think I'll be shutting it out here. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Daniel. At least the three of you are the ones that are visible on the chat. Other 7 people that joined, other 8 people that joined, thank you very much for joining. And I believe that this week will be profitable to us. And please make sure you wait for your confirmation before you take your trades, and make sure you risk like somebody that have sense. That's a joke. I know you have sense. Thank you very much and have a great week ahead. There's no need saying you want to do this, you want to do that. If you don't have the time, if you don't have the time to wait for confirmations and you want to trade with me on the entry group, it is not cheap. Everything I'm doing here for you is free. But if you want to encroach into my time, you want me to feed you directly, the free knowledge is not enough for you. You can text me, it's $100 a month, and that is it. The discount I did for Friday is past. I don't want crowd, so I want substance. People that are ready to learn and ready to make money off the market. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay.